What's good, fight fans? It's Ashley's Corner. Shout out to the LDBC. I'm cleaning my house. I'm cooking for my daughter. And I'm also on YouTube just seeing what I missed from yesterday. And I forget who video it is. Maybe Fight Hype or ES News. I don't even know. I don't remember. I will put a link to the description of the interview I did see into the description box below the video. For anybody that wants to see it again, I'm more than sure everybody's seen this video. But a month ago in September is when the interview actually took place. But they put it out. They put another version of it or updated interview or whatever the case may be. They replayed the interview and posted it about 5 or 6 hours ago on YouTube. So it refreshed my memory, of course. And I watched the video, and it seems to me that Errol Spence is most definitely going to fight 3 times next year. And everybody is saying that the Errol Spence versus Mikey Garcia fight is still in the making. Like, it's still possible that fight can happen. A lot of people were saying Errol Spence might fight Luis Collazo in February or January. And now it's definitely, it might be, I won't say definitely, but it might be Mikey Garcia. Now, if all of that is true, and as well in the video, he said that Shawn Porter is definitely happening in 2019. Is what he said. It's definitely going to happen in 2019. Now, I'm not going to say Errol Spence is lying, but I can say that a lot of people lie to fighters. So when fighters say certain things in an interview and it doesn't happen, they be just as pissed off or even more pissed off than the fan. So if that's true, then I can't say that I'm mad at this. I cannot say that I'm mad that Errol Spence is going to fight Mikey Garcia, Shawn Porter, and then Terrence Crawford next year. I can't be mad at that lineup. I cannot be mad at that. Y'all have to think back of all the bad things that people used to say about Errol Spence. He didn't fight nobody. He hasn't fought nobody besides Cal Brook. Cal Brook almost beat him. All of this other bullshit. Errol don't fight enough. Errol ain't in VADA as well as the other joint. He changed all of that. He changed it. He's enrolled in both drug commissions now. He's enrolled in both of them to quit all that dumb talk. Y'all said the man ain't fight nobody and all this other shit. Look who he's fighting next year, and he's fighting 3 times, not twice. 3 times. He fought twice last year. He fought Ocampo. He fought Lamont Peterson. He's fighting 3 times, and look at the names. Mikey Garcia has been calling this man out for a year. Mikey Garcia is not a 147-pound fighter. He's not a welterweight at all. Not a welterweight. He will be moving up from 135 to 147 and been calling this man out when he was the boogie. When everybody was saying he was the boogeyman as far as Errol Spence, everybody was saying he was the boogeyman. He was calling out Errol Spence. So you can't get mad if Errol Spence is going to fight Mikey Garcia before Terrence Crawford. You feel what I'm trying to say to you? Terrence Crawford was at 140 at the time Mikey Garcia was at 135 calling out Errol Spence. All right? Mikey Garcia said Errol Spence's name more than anybody at welterweight, including Terrence Crawford right now. So you cannot get mad that this man is going to fight Mikey Garcia before he fights Terrence Crawford. And if you are, you just hating because you're that big of a Terrence Crawford fan. You don't even want to see Errol Spence fight anybody that's been calling him out for a year because Terrence Crawford called him out 2 weeks ago. It's fucking bullshit, okay? You can't get mad that Errol Spence is going to fight Mikey Garcia first. Out of the 3 people I just named, Errol Spence's name has been called for Mike Garcia. Mike Garcia wants that work. Shawn Porter hasn't been calling out no damn Errol Spence, all right? So if that's what's going to happen first, you can't get mad at that. And I haven't heard anybody really upset about it. A lot of people saying they don't like that fight. These are the same people that said if Mikey Garcia don't fight Errol Spence after doing all that clout chasing and name dropping, then he a whore. Okay, he gonna fight him. So you can't be mad. You can't. Sit back and enjoy the show. If you didn't want to watch the fight in the first place, you shouldn't even been talking. It's just how I feel about it. Like it's you can't get mad that he's fighting Errol Spence Jr. is going to fight Mike Garcia in February. You can't. And he's been calling out Sean Porter. He stepped in the ring, took over the post presser and all of that shit after Garcia and Porter fought. So the world, the boxing world, fan world, everybody was aware that Errol Spence wanted to fight Sean Porter next. You have to be aware of that. And if that's the case, this shit has been going on before Terrence Crawford got to the division. This shit has been going on before that. So if y'all are upset that Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford ain't happening immediately, what about these other two cats? What about them? They've been calling Errol out. Well, I'm sorry. Mikey been calling Errol out, and Earl's been calling Sean Porter out before fucking Terrence Crawford got in the picture, before he even moved up to welterweight. So if we're going to get in a single file line to fight Errol Spence Jr., Mikey Garcia should be first. Sean Porter should be second. And hey, guess what? Terrence Crawford should be last. I'm not upset that Christmas present from Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford is going to be in December. I say both of their names because both of their names don't want to fight until December of next year. Don't get mad at Errol if you're not equally mad at Terrence, man. For real. It seems like everybody that's mad at Errol is dark-skinned. Stop hating on the light-skinned brothers. Stop hating on the brown-skinned brothers. Just because he ain't dark-skinned, stop the hate, bro. Just stop it. Stop it, all right? The man's gonna fight. They're in single file line right now. Mike Garcia been asking for this for a year. You think Errol Spence gonna duck this man? Mike Garcia got his own following. If he don't fight Mike Garcia after all of them damn call outs, he said his name after a fight. Are you fucking kidding me? Terrence Crawford didn't say his name after he fought Benavidez. He's up first, bruh. He punched his ticket last year, 12 months ago. He's up first. And before Benavidez and Terrence Crawford happened, excuse me, Sean Connery and Danny Garcia happened. Errol Spence got up in that ring. That's the person he's looking to fight. He already knew. It just seems to me Black Fight Fan is on to something when he says this. It's like they all sat down at a table and came up with a mutual agreement. Like, look, if the media asks you, you say this and you say this. If both of you saying the same thing, everything's cold and steady. But it's not, because we already had fucking deep root haters that was, trying to make themselves look like fans. That's now hating on Errol Spence Jr. because they salty they can't get the fight next. This shit right here makes total sense to me. I can't get mad at my man Errol for 2019. I honestly don't know what you motherfuckers want. Just like him. I know he don't know what you motherfuckers want. It is what it is, bruh. Mikey Garcia, February. Probably Sean Porter, June, July. August, maybe, I don't know. And then December, Terrence Crawford. I don't see the problem with that. I don't. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen like that. I mean, you can plan a pre-picnic, but you can't predict the weather. Just like some Outcast shit is some real shit. This is what he said to be true. This is what he think is going to go on. And if that's the case, I can't be mad at it. The only problem is with what he's saying is I think whoever Sean Porter fight next year, I think he might lose to him. For real. I don't see Sean Porter that good as a fighter. And if Sean Porter is going to be fighting Keith Thurman, then Sean Porter ain't going to be fighting Errol Spence. It's going to be Keith Thurman fighting Errol Spence. Whoever the winner is of that fight, if that's what's going on, if this is what's going on, and then Sean Porter fight Keith Thurman's going to beat Sean Porter. And then it will be if Errol Spence is fighting the winner, it'll be Mikey Garcia, Keith Thurman, and Terrence Crawford. And either way you put it, I just do not want Keith Thurman to be part of the Undisputed Welterweight matchup. He does not fucking deserve that shit. Think about it. If he fought Terrence Crawford first, and even no matter who wins, if Terrence Crawford won or Errol Spence won, guess what? The next person that's going to be in line to fight would be Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter would lose against Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence. Then the winner would fight Thurman in the undisputed match. That shit makes me sick to my stomach, y'all. Always like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.